What's up everyone, this is Cree and we are back here with some old school RuneScape, and today I wanted to see how I could rebuild using the Rev Caves with low budget setup. So 100k to enter the Rev Caves, about 37k in gear, probably a little over 37k in gear. Anyways, so we're going to be doing Revenant Imps because it is fairly low risk and I'm pretty confident that we can make our money back in a very short amount of trips. So yeah, it's a pretty chill method. It's one of the things I like to do to just kind of kill time if I'm up early enough in the mornings to where it's not going to be too much of a PKing hotspot. However, sometimes you gotta be wary of other players. As you can see here, I get sketched out and I'm just going to TP out as they're going to fight each other because fuck that. So anyway, from the first trip, we get a borderline full inventory. Bank's already at 56k, which is really nice. And we're going to be on to the next trip in just a second. But we're going to try and get rid of this Opal Dragon Bolt because that was not a rev drop, so that's not going to count. Sometimes people just leave their drops on the ground because I notice a lot of people will just walk in, smack an imp, and leave. But here, something sketches me out here. I forget. Oh yeah. I see a skull dude here. I'd say screw the drop. Well, not really screw the drop, but I just make sure he's still fighting the imp so I can just take my drop and TP out because unfortunately I have died in the Rev Caves before and that 100k loss along with any loot you have on you, it's just not worth it. But we're already at 84k from the second trip. I'm willing to bet after trip number 3 we'll have made our entry fee money back, which is really nice considering that Revenant Ether really adds up pretty quickly, and because of how low level imps are, you don't really need to use the bracelet, so that'll save you a lot of money too. Here, I see this dude, he is skulled with a key and smiting, so turn around, but he TP's out. So back to the Rev Caves we go. Through the bears. Don't go into that other cave that's right next to the bears, that's actually a bear boss, but I see another player here who is skulled. He is in my combat bracket, and since my character turned around there, I'm willing to bet that he tried to cast Teleblock or some bullshit on me. So we're just going to run back to the Ferox Enclave. You can just get here using the Ring of Dueling. I usually don't use the teleport rings other than like the fishing guild teleport ring, because, I don't know. Going into the wilderness is not something I usually do. But I figured I'd give it a shot because Revenant Imps seem pretty laid back. I used to do green dragons, but that just doesn't seem nearly as efficient cost wise, unless you are like Iron Manning and want the green dragon hide. So on to trip number 3, back to the imps. As soon as we walk in, we're just gonna start throwing arrows just in case someone's behind us or above us, because right above us is Revenant Orcs, and that's where a lot of PKers are, because orcs are actually a pretty good moneymaker. We did take some of the money to invest in a snakeskin bandana. It's part of the setup. See homeboy walking up here, so I immediately go to smack an imp, right click on him real quick to see if he's in our level bracket. He is not. It's level 118, we're level 114 is our max, I believe, because we're not that high of a level actually. Our stats are pretty mid, as you saw at the beginning of the video. This is very much a mid-level account, even though it's my main account, but we're gonna ignore that. Homeboy tries talking to me, and I'm kind of just, I'm really nervous here because I'm like, is he scouting for a second account and try and get an easy PK? Hopefully, with this sort of setup, people just kind of ignore you. That's my hope, at least, whenever I'm using it. You know, sometimes people are friendly though. Like a lot of the people I run into whenever I'm killing green dragons out of boredom, they're pretty friendly. Mostly just Iron Man, chilling. I try not to PK people. Well, as you can see in this video, I don't even have a setup to PK people. I have a setup to run as fast as I can, because all I'm keeping if I die is the amulet, the magic bow, and like probably a piece of black D-hide. And homeboy comes back down here. He's trying to get me to go help him with orcs. I don't know if that's multi or anything. So, or if you can like gang up on an orc with multiple players. Either way, we get some Dragonstone bolt tips as a drop here from the Revenant Imp, which is really nice. and he's really trying to get me up there. But I'm pretty sure if I walk towards the orc point, I'm gonna be in his combat bracket. So yeah, can't trust anyone these days, especially because I have PTSD from being PK'd before. So we're not gonna do it. He just wants one small favor. I've done that quest before, and here he already left, but you know, bro, my stats are too low. I can't help you with orcs. Spoiler alert, I have tried to kill orcs before. You guys are definitely not getting a video of me trying to do that. But I forgot what happens here. We killed another imp, got some ether. Here I'm just really sketched. Oh yeah, and I see that guy down there. He's in our combat bracket. He's lower level than me, but you know, if you're a good PKer, you're a good PKer. I'm not a good PKer, so. Right now we're at 134k in the bank just from loot from the imps. I think we're like 2k shy of making our money back completely as far as investing into the gear went. I believe it was about 134k, maybe 136, but here, this is the third trip, I think. It's either third or fourth trip. So on this trip though, we're gonna get a ton of good drops. The mahogany plank drop is really good because that's just a lot of money. Yeah, and there's another mahogany drop. Out comes homeboy again. You're not getting us. But here I see a player who's venomed. He's entangled. It looks like he's in a fight with a PKer. So yeah, I can see that fight. I'm not blind. Here's also where I learned that I can just have my spellbook open while I'm fighting. But I get the hell out of there as they charge down. I'm not even gonna bother checking to see if they're in my combat bracket. I just want to bank my loot. We already liquidated a lot of loot, but that was a really good trip. We got 71k out of that, and we're just going to immediately flip all of it to see how much we get from the 4 trips. And as you can see, 4 trips of Revenant Imps, we're at, looks like 203k. Let's double check here. Yeah, 203k from 4 Revenant Imp trips. Pretty budget friendly, pretty noob friendly, and we're just gonna do a double check with all the investment. I probably got the rune count wrong, honestly, but it's just about what you'd expect. So, alright, yeah, I guess technically we invested 137k, not counting the Ava's device, Ava's accumulator that I was using. So, entering the Rev Cave is 100k, total cost of gear is 37k, total cost 137. 4 trips, we got 203k with a profit of about 66,000 GP. So, if you're on a budget and you have decent equipment, you probably don't need the Ava's device. It's just really nice for recurring ammo, and you only need to do a few quests for it. It might not even cost that much. You'll probably be able to buy the device after a few trips, honestly. But yeah, anyways, this is Kree. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.